You are about to discover the ultra-rare secret that most men will never know about attracting women. I assure you that by the time you finish watching this video, you'll know exactly how to talk to women, how to get inside their minds, and how to make them eagerly await the next time they see you or hear from you. This is you, and this is the girl you'll be talking to. What should you say to her? What should you talk about? And how can you make your conversation flow smoothly? This is the first mistake you can make when you start talking to a girl. When you're speaking with her, don't overthink the topic of conversation or how you're going to speak. Before we get into the details, I want you to first change your perspective on this. I want you to change your internal mindset. When you're talking to a girl, you need to remember that she's just a human being, nothing more. Don't place her on a pedestal just because she's attractive. I know this might sound superficial and like something you've heard before, but it's crucial that you internalize it. From now on, every time you talk to a beautiful girl, I want you to remember me and tell yourself, she's just a human being. The second thing I want you to internalize is that you need to see yourself as being in a higher position while she's in a lower one. Don't worry, I'll explain how you can do this later, but for now, just listen. Now, when you're talking to a girl, her subconscious mind, the instinct that controls love and seeks the right man, is evaluating you to see if you're the right guy for her or not. If you've watched all the videos in this series on how to attract women, you'll know that women are emotional beings who are drawn to what they feel. But in today's episode, we're going to dive deeper into this topic. Let me explain to you what attraction is for a woman. The single most important and fundamental concept you must understand to succeed with women is attraction. Without understanding how attraction works, you will never succeed with women and dating. There are no exceptions to this rule. Unlike men, women often act based on how they feel, making decisions driven by emotions rather than logic. They see something, feel something, and respond to that feeling. Because their actions are emotion-based, they essentially can't control who they are attracted to and who they aren't. Attraction is a subconscious response that women have towards certain behaviors exhibited by men. Therefore, to trigger attraction, you need to incorporate these behaviors into your personality. But before we dive into the specifics, let me clarify a few facts. 1. Women do not control who they are attracted to. 2. Women do not control who they are not attracted to. This means that attraction happens on an unconscious level and women cannot control it. Now, I want you to imagine this subconscious part of a woman's mind as a radar. When you start talking to her, it lights up and begins scanning you to see if you're suitable for her or not. This radar is separate from her conscious mind, meaning if this radar wants you, her conscious mind won't be able to say no. That's why so many women end up falling for the same bad guy who mistreats them and cheats on them. Her logical brain constantly tells her, you've made the same mistake, you'll be mistreated again, you'll be cheated on again. But because she's biologically programmed to think emotionally and her radar is disconnected from her logical mind, her logic can't control her. Before we move on, I want you to take this fact with you. Any girl in the world, from the moment she is born, has a primary goal in life, which is to find the right man for her. And know that this is not the typical talk you hear from society, but it is the biological truth. A woman could be a scientist or an astronaut at NASA, but even so, her ultimate goal remains finding the right man for her. And this right man is not someone she chooses, but rather the radar inside her is what seeks him out and selects him. So from now on, whenever you talk to a girl, know that this radar inside her is scanning you to see if you're suitable for her or not. This radar looks for many things in you. Among the most important is whether you appear to be better than her or if she is better than you. The way it determines this is by observing how you interact with her, whether you treat her in a way that shows you see yourself as better than her, or if you see her as better than you. If you treat her in a way that shows you see yourself as better than her, the radar will understand that you are better than her, and that's when the woman will become yours. I know this may sound confusing, and I know it seems difficult and complicated, but trust me, by the end of this video, you'll understand everything, and you'll know how to make any girl, no matter who she is, think about you all day long after your conversation, without even knowing why she did it. So what should you do and what should you say to make the radar understand that you see yourself as better than her? Let's start with something simple that many people overlook: body language. If you've ever tried researching body language, you'll find that some say you should keep your head up, others say don't put your hands in your pockets, and others say sit with a straight back. The first thing I want you to do now is to forget all of that. It's all nonsense and won't help you at all. There are 3 points I want you to focus on regarding body language. A common mistake many men make is leaning towards the girl while talking. This often turns her off because you're subconsciously signaling that you're too interested in her. Instead, make it a habit to talk to her while leaning away. This is the first point. The second point is to almost start walking away when she says something you disapprove of. For example, if a girl says, "I'm not really interested," you could respond with, "I know, I'm probably too much for you to handle. You're too much of a nice girl anyway," and then start to walk away as you say it. You'll likely see her either walking towards you or trying to stop you with a quick comment. Attractive girls aren't used to guys walking away like this. They're usually accustomed to being chased. Therefore, walking away will demonstrate high value, which will automatically make her more attracted to you. The third point, and the most important point in body language that I want you to be aware of throughout your life, is this. I'll give you an example to help you understand. Imagine yourself sitting next to an important person, someone with a high status. How would you sit? You probably wouldn't sit relaxed. You'd try to show respect and wouldn't be comfortable. You'd be smiling and laughing by yourself to please them. But now, imagine yourself sitting next to a friend you've known for 10 years or sitting next to your brother. How would your body language be? You probably wouldn't care at all about how you're sitting. You might be sitting with your legs stretched out. You might be leaning back and talking to them. You wouldn't even care if they're sitting next to you or not. So, when two people sit and talk, the one with the higher value among them is the one who sits comfortably and doesn't care about the other person sitting next to them. This is the mindset I want you to adopt. When you're talking to a girl, the first thing I want you to do is to sit comfortably in a position that makes you feel at ease and not care about how she perceives you. This idea of thinking about how you should sit should disappear from your mind. If you want to put your hand in your pocket, do it. If you want to take it out, take it out. If you want to lift your leg up, lift it. If you want to lean back, lean back. The important thing is to be comfortable and do what makes you feel at ease. The girl won't care about what you do with your hands or your legs while you're talking. She'll only care whether you're sitting comfortably or not. And I want you to apply this mindset in your whole life, not just with girls. Please stop giving so much importance to your body language and what you should do to impress others. Do what makes you feel comfortable. No one owes you anything. The moment you start thinking about what body language you should adopt, know that you're on the wrong path. Please learn to be comfortable, make peace with yourself, and don't care about what she thinks. Sit as you like and do what you want. When you do all this, the woman will feel that you see yourself as better than her. Now we're done with body language. Let's move on to conversation, how to communicate with her. I'm going to give you a formula that I want you to always remember when you're talking to any woman. 50% of the conversation should be about her and her personality. 30% of the conversation should be about the environment around you or anything else. And 20% of the conversation should be about you. Don't worry, I'll explain everything in detail. But before we continue, don't forget to like the video. We want to reach 3,500 likes. So, why 50% about her and only 20% about you? Because in any conversation between two people, the person who needs the other's approval is the one who talks a lot about themselves. Imagine you're doing a job interview. The conversation will be about you, your personality, and your abilities, not about the person interviewing you, because you're the one who needs the job and they're the one in control. The same thing applies to your conversations with women. The person who talks a lot about themselves is the one who needs the other person's approval. That's why you should talk about her more than you talk about yourself. So let's start with the first thing, which is talking about her. How do you do that? I've already explained the listen like a therapist technique in a previous video. You can watch it after you finish this one. You'll understand more, and I don't need to repeat myself here. But to summarize, the conversation should be about her, what she likes and dislikes, how she spent her childhood, how she plans to live her life, what her dreams are, what she likes to do in her free time, what she sees as positive in herself, and what she sees as negative. I'm sure you get the idea. 30% of the conversation should be about the environment around you or anything else. In this phase, I want you to stay aware of one thing. Don't think about what you should say. Anything that comes to mind, say it. Consider yourself sitting next to a friend you've known for 10 years. Talk about anything and everything. It's okay to say something silly. The important thing is not to appear as if you're trying to say something that's not silly. Just keep talking and don't stick to one topic. Don't try to stay serious and discuss important topics. Imagine yourself drunk and talking. Talk about anything, even if it makes no sense. The important thing is not to appear as if you're trying to convey a certain idea or talk seriously. Just keep talking. And by the way, if you've made it this far in the video, I want to let you know that you'll find in the description a free ebook containing some nearly forbidden psychological techniques that will make attractive women irresistibly drawn to you, no matter your age, appearance, or bank account. They'll be hooked on you like an addiction. You'll find the link in the description. Anyway, during this 30% of the conversation, just keep messing around and say whatever comes to mind. If you get into an argument on a topic, don't get angry and debate to prove your point. Remember what I told you earlier, you don't need anything from her. You don't need her approval. You don't have to agree with her all the time, but don't torture yourself trying to convey a certain idea or convince her of something. Now, let's talk about the 20% when you talk about yourself. Never ever try to show her that you're amazing. Don't talk about your achievements or adventures. Let me give you a golden piece of advice. When you talk about yourself, always make fun of yourself a little. When you tell a story about yourself, try to tell a story that makes you look silly or crazy, not a story that makes you look great. This way, she'll see that you don't need her approval and you don't need her admiration. Another thing I want you to do is to be mysterious. Your personality should have an element of mystery. This mystery is something I'll make a separate video about to explain it to you in detail, but for now, I'll give you a brief overview. Being mysterious doesn't mean you have to fake everything about your personality. It simply means you shouldn't reveal too much about yourself too soon. Many guys tend to give detailed answers to every question a girl asks. For example, if a girl asks, "Where do you work?" most guys might respond with, "I work at ABC firm in this position from 9 to 5. The mistake here is that by giving out too much information too quickly, they unintentionally signal low value, which works against them. Now, let's handle this the right way. If a girl asks, "Where do you work?" you could say something like, "Hold on there, speedy kitten. We've just met and you're already interviewing me." See the difference? As long as you don't reveal too much about yourself too early, there will always be more that she'll want to know. Here are more examples. Her: "What are you doing Saturday night?" You: "Something exciting but secret. Sorry, can't tell you." Her: "Have you ever been in a relationship?" You: "I don't know you that well yet. I don't discuss private stuff with strangers." Her: "So what's your name?" You: "Take a guess. I'll give you a candy if you get it right." Now that you know all this, you'll still have a small problem that might come up, which is the tests she'll put you through. When a woman is talking to you, that radar inside her will push her to do certain things to test you, to see if you're the real deal or not. It will try to figure out if you're truly the right guy. These tests, when they happen, often cause men to panic and lose focus. And even though I've just given you this formula and explained what to do, a single test can make you lose your composure and forget everything. Or a single test can make her doubt that you're not genuine, that you're just pretending to impress her. So how do we deal with the problem of tests? Don't worry, every problem has a solution, and we'll talk about the problem of tests in the upcoming episodes of our series.